youtube.com/watch?V equals W7PWBRB-3-U. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Rank Everything, a show where we rank everything. I'm your host, Ryan, and today we are going to be ranking all the Skyrim major cities by which one is the best to get backshots in. So our tiers for today are, at the bottom, we have no. There'll be no backshots happening here. Then we have maybe, could be convinced. Then we have, this view is doing something to me, like you got there, and you were like, man, this is so beautiful. And then that's puts you in the mood. Then we have invited by the Jarl. The Jarl has invited you to get backshots in their city. And then finally, we have was named Thane. The backshots were so good that you have literally been recognized as a hero in that city. Okay, so first up we have Solitude. So Solitude's great. It's like the capital city of Skyrim, depending on who you ask or something. Solitude is a walled city. I guess all the cities are technically walled, but Solitude is up on a big cliff and has a harbor down below. Really nice view, stuff like that. I don't know much about the Jarl in Solitude. I do, of course, in the story of Skyrim, the actual king of Skyrim is shouted to pieces by Ulfric Stormcloak, or whatever his name was. I think that's his name. It's been a while, but he's literally shouted to pieces. So I don't actually know who Solitude's Jarl is, if they even have one, because he might still be dead. But we're gonna say this view is doing something to me. Next, we have Whiterun. Whiterun, definitely the most famous of all the Skyrim cities. It's where a big portion of the game takes place at. And Whiterun is very pretty. When you go to Dragon's Reach, and you can look out over the fields, and there's the mountains all around you, going to the Western Watchtower where you fight your first dragon. That's all really cool. You're literally named Thane there already because of other things, but by the end of the game, you're good friends with Balgruuf. So yeah, you were named Thane. Different parallel universe where you were named Thane because of the backshots. Then we have Dawnstar, looks like. So I don't know a lot about Dawnstar. All I can say about Dawnstar is I always get it confused with Winterhold. So I feel like Dawnstar is not a good place to do it. So the assumption I'm making is that all the backshots are taking place outside. So not inside a house where you need the views. It's out in public, private, you're just up on a ridge somewhere, but you're not inside of a building inside the city. So Dawnstar is super far north. It's technically the northernmost settlement, but not by very much. I guess it's pretty far up to debate. A place up there that's that cold and that windy. There's not a lot of crazy sights. You could look out onto the Sea of Ghosts, but it's so foggy that you really can't see much. I'm going to say that Dawnstars are going to be our first no. Then we have Markarth. So I fucking hate Markarth. It's definitely my least favorite city, and that's because of the Forsworn or whatever they're called. The people who were they're basically cultists. Were it's something like if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, I fucking hate Markarth. It's so ass there, and so. Gosh, fun story. And then I did Markarth's quest line. I did all the stuff for the Forsworn or the Forsaken, whatever the hell they're called. And I don't know if this was a mistake on my part or if the game glitched out or something else like that. But I remember I just ended up massacring every single person in the city. And I had convinced myself that every single one of them was secretly a Forsworn insider. The whole city was corrupted. That was not fun, but also felt really good and satisfying at the same time. No, Markarth is a no. I think I made that very clear. Let's see. After Markarth, we have Morthal. So I really don't know anything about Morthal. All I can say is that Morthal is a little bit further north, but it's more centered in Skyrim than most of the others. I guess it's probably the second or third most centered after... Whiterun's the most centered. Morthal, you could make a case that Morthal is second or third because the other one that's even closer is Windhelm. But, okay. So, Morthal, I don't know a lot about Morthal. but I know that Morthal is sort of like open plains kind of area, similar to Whiterun. I'm going to say that Morthal's a maybe, just because I don't know a lot about it. Riften. So Riften is where the Thieves Guild is. Thieves Guild is a very fun quest line to do. The city is not very picturesque. It's very, very kind of boring, actually, to be outside. And so... But, like, if you could get up on top of a building where you could actually look out, there's, like, Riften is right around a lot of the swampland in Skyrim, where those places are, where, like, places where you, like, encounter spriggans and stuff like that. And that place can be kind of picturesque, depending on where you are. It's a great view of the throat of the world, and that kind of thing, all that stuff. The tallest peak in all of Tamriel, I think is what it is. And... yeah. I'm going to say Riften is also a maybe, just because because like if you're just on the street, it's not nothing really to look at. City's very dreary because of the Thieves Guild and stuff or whatnot. All right, next up, it looks like we have Windhelm. And so Windhelm is where, in the game, it's where Ulfric Stormcloak sort of resides. It's like the new capital of Skyrim is what they name it. And it's like very old ruins type city. Lots of snow. It isn't really actually that far north. Like Solitude is much, much farther north than Windhelm is. But Solitude has almost no snow around it at all, from what I remember. But Windhelm has a lot of snow. And so, once again, really cold, kind of hard to take it or give it from the back when you're really cold outside. So I'm going to say that Windhelm is going to be another no. Winterhold. So Winterhold, outside of Whiterun, probably my favorite city. I love doing the college Winterhold questline, the mage questline. It's really fun. The schools, I mean, it's very far north, very windy. It just wouldn't be fun necessarily, but like, you know, the college is really cool to look at. You can look over the Sea of Ghosts. The town has a lot of like good history, like freaking Sarthal, which is in Winterhold, is like considered to be the first ever settlement in Skyrim, long, long ago. If you like look into the lore, it's what you learn about it. I think Winterhold is like this view is doing something to me. And finally, we have Falkreath. So, I don't know a ton about Falkreath. All I can know for sure is that I always remember starting the game and getting letters from the Jarl of Falkreath inviting me to go there, and I never do. I just don't ever go to Falkreath. So, but I like Falkreath in concept because it's further south, so it's going to be much more temperate, nicer climate, more greenness, that kind of thing. I think it's going to be much more picturesque. Views are going to be much nicer. But considering that you literally get a letter inviting you to Falkreath by the Jarl, I think that's exactly what's going on. You were invited to Falkreath by the Jarl. Backshots, so good. But here you have it. This is the ranking for which Skyrim major city would be the best to do backshots in. If you all enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Really means a lot to me. Share this video with your friends because this is knowledge that they'll need for the future. Leave a like on this video so that YouTube will recommend more. And leave a comment down below letting me know what ranking you want to see in the future. It can be anything. The channel is called Rank Everything. Once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good one.